the world, Italian legend Max Biaggi, a 4x 250cc world champion, a double world superbike champion, and a winner of 13 times, of course, in the Premier class. Always great to see you, Max. Welcome to this very special edition of Facebook Live. We've got a few questions that the fans have been sending in for you from all around the world. First of all, very, very good to see you. And, well, firstly, let's start. Do you miss racing when you come to a race like Mugello? When you're standing trackside, do you secretly wish you were back out there again?
Okay, first of all, it's very nice to see you here around. And, of course, Mugello is a very special place for us, for Italian riders, and who battled for the winning so many times here. So when you come to Mugello, you feel like you never left, you know. And Mugello is very special. And there's a lot of fans who loves the motorcycle all around the Italian place and outside. So when you come here, I feel that I miss something. And when I start to feel the engine and the smell of the gasoline, for sure some memories come up.
Now, this is going to be quite a difficult question, Max, because we know Mugello, it's the spiritual home of the Italian Grand Prix. All the Italian riders have very special memories of racing at this circuit. But what's the standout best memory of riding here in Mugello for you?
I think it was, you know, back on I have to say 1995, I think, when I was racing 250, and it was very hard battle for the leading. So at the end we got here and we won here in front of all the Italian fans. It was very, very fantastic. But also, one of my last appearances was 2005, and racing with Rossi, and he won here, and I got second. But it was nice battle all the races with Melandri and Capirossi. It was top four riders, so it was a unique moment.
Now, you're talking about Valentino Rossi. The Italian fans have had a real treat here today, Max. Valentino on pole position for tomorrow's 23-lap Italian Grand Prix. You had some great battles, of course, down the years with Valentino, and I think I know the answer already to this next question. Yes. Who was the biggest rival in your career? This is not a tough one, is it?
No, I think it's just come out very, very simple. Let's say, yeah, I think Rossi was the main one. Yeah, Rossi was a very, very hard man to beat, and we had a great rivalry, but also great battle on the track. And here, like I said, 2005 it was one of the sweetest one, and unfortunately I take second. But I think also tomorrow, still many years have passed, but tomorrow you will have a great chance to make it happen again. I believe so.
You still look so young, Max. I can't believe it's 13 years since you last raced in the MotoGP World Championship. Coming back to the present day, though, 2018, we've already seen some fantastic races in the first 5 rounds of the championship. Marc Marquez looking in control, 36 points. He is in the lead going into tomorrow's Italian Grand Prix. So what have you made of the racing and the action so far in 2018?
Well, you know, last year, if you watch back, you was thinking Dovi and Marc was the main one. But then, you know, during the race, you never know what happened, and some few mistakes, like in Jerez, take out 3 riders in one corner. So now Dovi have 1-0, plus then Marc also have 1, so Dovi have 2. And looks like Marc is in control, but don't forget this is only a third of the championship, so still so many races to go. And I believe Marc is in control, but Yamaha is coming back. And to see Rossi so strong here, and Viñales third in nothing, I believe they find a way to make the Yamaha a little bit better, and it will be more difficult for Marc. Of course, Marc is the main one, and you know, the way he ride, he moved he raised up the level. I think that little, then it's enough to win so many races and championship.
Now, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit here, Max, and ask you about a prediction for tomorrow's race. Now, we were talking just before we came on this special Facebook Live that looking at the race pace, we know Valentino's on pole position tomorrow, but it looks like there are probably 7 or 8 different riders that are capable of fighting for the win tomorrow. So, come on, no pressure. Who's your money on?
You know, for somehow, I believe Rossi have the really chance here, because you don't go so fast if you have big problem, and you don't are in the top 4, top 5, even in other free practice. If you're a little bit, if you are very struggle. So I think here, because it's Mugello too, he will, you know, he will sell his skin very, you know, very expensive. You know, the way to say it, then he have a chance. So I will bet on him on this Grand Prix.
Now, before we started this Facebook Live, the two of us are reminiscing about the good old days. We first worked together way back in 1996. Now, that was in the past. The future of motorcycle racing in many respects is right behind us, Max. The forthcoming FIM Enel Moto E World Cup, which you know is being introduced as part of the World Championship programme in 2019. You've been lucky enough to be one of the only riders so far to have tried out this special new electric bike. You're going to ride it again tomorrow in Mugello. What were your first impressions, and how excited are you to race again or ride again in front of this huge crowd tomorrow?
Yeah, it will be, for sure, it will be a big emotion to try this bike around the track just half an hour before the MotoGP race with all the fans. It will be packed tomorrow, I'm sure. And I tested already this bike, and I was really surprised the way the power delivery come through. You know, I was expecting a more difficult bike to ride or less powerful, but in the meantime the power curve is very gentle, and because only one gear, it pushes you out so strong from the corner and keep raising and keep pushing until 250 something. I was impressed. Of course, this is only a prototype. It is only a bike they are developed. But my impression was really amazing. I didn't expect it because I tested already the Formula E like on car, you know, a month ago, and it's different. And okay, it's powerful, but it's different. But when you have a bike, you need to go on the angle, and you remember the line in Mugello. So this bike, I think, is a good compromise. Surprising that no noise, still fast.
Like everybody, you sound really enthusiastic. Can we probably tempt Max Biaggi out of retirement for a go on these bikes next year?
Well, I think, you know, it catch my heart in the way, but, you know, at the moment to think about to swap for this one is too early. But I believe and this one have the future, and this is looking to the future. Maybe in a few years' time, don't know when, but I think it can be a compromise, and the environment will be better, I think.
Max, it's always a pleasure and a privilege to talk to you. Thanks very much for joining us on this special edition of Facebook Live. We hope it's going to be an absolutely fantastic 3 races here in Mugello. The stage is set. Valentino Rossi on pole position. Join us tomorrow. It's going to be an absolutely incredible 23-lap MotoGP race. Again, thanks to Max Biaggi. We'll see you again soon, Max. Thanks for joining us on Facebook Live. Enjoy the racing here in Mugello tomorrow.
Ciao. We have to stay forever like this, eh?
Yeah. Thanks, Max.
Hey, nice to see you.
Nice to see you, mate. Yeah.